Target audience. Although men have been interested, clearly, it's not been exclusive to women. Probably women from age 25 to 55 have been the main audience for this book because, it is a vampire book, which means it's partly a romance. And so although there's quite a bit of action, it's a very realistic story where people die and there's blood, still mainly appealing to women.
The target audience is huge because it's not a story just about dating, but it's a story about finding yourself. Because not only till I found myself was I able to be open up to find the man of my dreams. The target audience could be from 16 to 60. And it doesn't just necessarily targeted to women because although women are predominantly a huge audience, they bring their dates. The best friend in the book is a gay male who lives in New York as well. He's campy, he's kind of like Mario Cantone, and he is the voice of reason and helps me like a big brother. So that's another element. So I feel like it's definitely a human interest story, and it's a comedy with a little drama mixed in, a little oddness in there, but for fun.
I would define them as usually the adults who are interested in history, perhaps family audience, maybe more conservative, but there's a lot of the mini-series now that are very adult-oriented. So something in between family and adult. I believe that a lot of people are interested in history, so I'm hoping to tap into people who just have a desire to discover more that has yet to be tapped or yet to be, expounded on.
For this book, Suspect Love, it is a hospital-based romance. There is a little bit of spiritual aspect to it. The spirit of a young girl lives on to bring this couple together. And so people that enjoy hospital romances and understand. I would love for nurses to be interested in this. A lot of people see nurses around the nursing station or working on a crisis, but you have nurses who are directors, who are PhDs, who have all kinds of higher level education. And I want people to see that nursing isn't just give you a bedpan, give you a bed bath, give you your medication. There are other aspects to nursing that are extremely interesting as well. So I'm looking to target the medical profession, young women, and chick flick lovers. And anybody who has an interest in reading a romance. And for people who are first generation born in America or Canada, the story takes place there. But people who are first generation and struggle between finding out, living their parents' expectations and living in the real world of a different culture. People who, have survived that.
My book's audience are mainly women. However, since I do historical romance, I have a lot of strong male characters in my book too, and there's a lot of references to war in the book because they take place during the American Revolution and shortly after. So there's been many men that have read my books that have just loved them, especially because I include a lot of historical details, so people come away feeling like they really were a part of that period and have learned a lot about the period of the American Revolution. So I'd say it's pretty much all adults, that it's geared towards, although I do have a very, very dedicated 13-year-old fan who says, "When's your sequel coming out?" She's just cute.
Well, actually, I just started writing the book. I didn't really map it out beforehand. It was just sort of ideas that came to me, and as I started to write the book, I decided that the audience was primarily a female audience, a young female audience, but it could also have teenagers that would be interested in it because there's a protagonist in it who's an 18-year-old boy who has special gifts and special powers. So it's kind of a hybrid.